Hello you guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make my gooey pineapple cake. This cake is packed with pineapple flavor. It is so moist, so delicious, perfect this time of the year to bring to a barbecue, an outdoor party, wherever you want. I like to serve mine in a very simple way with just some simple whipped cream, some fresh pineapple on the side, and a good drizzle of homemade pineapple syrup. It's going to be so good. That being said, let's get started and let's make this. So to make this cake, you'll need some fresh pineapple. Please use fresh, it makes a world of a difference. And you're going to add that to your food processor. Now it's up to you how finely you want to process this. If you want small chunks of pineapple, I would stop here. But I like to puree mine really well. I just think it blends in better with the cake batter. In this other bowl, I have some soft butter, some pineapple extract, which you can't see, but it's there. I personally think pineapple cake does need that extra help, that extra boost. Otherwise, the flavor is just going to be really mild. I've added my sugar, and you just want to mix these two ingredients until they're combined. Go ahead and add the eggs, 2 at a time. I'm also going to add some yellow food paste. This is optional. You don't have to add it. I just really wanted a vibrant yellow. Make sure you don't overbeat your eggs or your cake will come out with a domed and cracked top. At this point, you can add your pineapple. This is going to make your cake really moist and it's going to add great flavor, and your dry ingredients, which I did sift beforehand, so you do want to sift them so you get a nice smooth cake batter. Do not overmix the flour, and if your batter seems curdled, do not panic. It does happen because of the pineapple. You're going to pour this into a buttered and floured pan lined with parchment paper. Spread it out as evenly as you can. You're going to give this a good tap, and you're going to bake your cake in a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes to an hour. This cake will brown. It's completely normal. This does happen when you don't divide your batter in 2 pans and you bake it just in 1 pan for so long. I really wanted a taller sponge today since we're not making a layered cake. Let this cool for about 10 minutes, and then you can turn it over and turn it over again and let it cool completely. In the meantime, we're going to make that delicious pineapple syrup, which is going to go on top of our cake. So what I've got here is some fresh pineapple juice. You can either use a juicer to extract the juice, or just use your food processor like we did before, but strain the pulp. I've added my sugar, and you want to put this over low heat, stir, and once the sugar has dissolved, you can turn up your flame just a little bit so it comes to a boil. And this needs to boil for about 8 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it. It can rise and bubble over if you're not careful, so adjust your flame. Don't walk away, and eventually it will slightly thicken and become a syrup. Now, it will still be runny, guys, but it will thicken even more as it sits. Turn off your stove, add some salt. Salt is crucial here, otherwise this is going to be way too sweet, and the salt really cuts the sweetness. Kind of like salted caramel, but this is salted pineapple syrup. It's really good. I do also like to add just a drop of yellow food coloring just so it matches the cake, but again, this is optional. You don't have to do this. Pour this into a heat-proof safe bowl, and this needs to chill in the fridge for about 2 hours. So make this the day before, a week before, whenever you want, and this is how thick and beautiful it will become. Now, since we're going for a sort of a nude cake, I do trim off the caramelization on both sides, and I do trim the edges. And I do suggest you do the same because tall cakes do get quite a bit of caramelization. That's why I usually do thin layers when I make my round cakes. Also, unlike my gooey chocolate cake, I will not be adding pineapple syrup at this time. I do like to serve it on the side because it is quite quite sweet. That way, whoever wants it, they can add as much as they like. Serve this with some fresh pineapple whipped cream, and this is already perfect and moist as is, but if you want to make it gooey and add an extra layer of flavor, add the syrup. This cake is so fantastic, guys. Simple to make, simple flavors, but simply delicious. It's very soft and moist, perfect this time of the year, perfect for summer. You could even serve this with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. That would be heaven. So yeah, that's how I make my gooey pineapple cake. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up for me and please subscribe. I publish a new video every Friday. I'm hoping you will make this cake. If you do make this one, or any of my cakes, by the way, I will leave in the description box below for you guys my gooey chocolate cake recipe. I was actually inspired by that recipe to make this one, so if you're making this one, try that one as well. I'm sure you'll love it. Anyway, please send me your pictures. I would love to see your recreations. You can send me your pictures on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you guys want. I'd love seeing them. And yeah, be sure to use the hashtag Emma's Goodies. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!